What an emotional fucking roller coaster that shit was.
Yeah.
So good. Here at Dungeon Junkies. Real talk.
Real talk.
Yeah, Zach.
GoT. And to my left I have...
Henry.
And to my right...
Alex.
And I am Nick. Let's talk some Game of Thrones.
Well, here's your spoiler warning. Spoilers. Wow. Crazy. Spoilers.
All right, so here we are again. It is another beautiful Sunday evening, and we just got done watching a very heart-wrenching and fucking amazing goddamn episode
I am emotionally drained.
of Game of Thrones.
I am emotionally drained
Holy
too.
shit, that was quite intense, boys.
Yeah.
So, I guess we have quite a bit to talk about in general.
Yeah.
I mean, the battle itself was really cool. The way that they broke it up. And I like how they did more of the individual stories of each one of all the members. I think that towards the end of they kind of centered on a certain group. I don't know. I think it...
Yeah, I think they censored on it just because the White Walkers were there and they were coming in at the very end. Like, that totally makes sense.
But all in all...
We don't want to start at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, for sure. So...
The beginning of the episode I want to talk about, mostly because I have it listed as one of the... We were talking about, favorite things and least favorite things, and I have this as originally one of my least favorite things, but I flipped that. I flipped it towards halfway through the episode because the beginning of the episode was a whole lot of staring. I think it was Alex that mentioned, like, oh man, everybody's doing a whole lot of looking. This is bunch of looking.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of staring at the dark, and then you were like, hold on, timeline-wise, what's going on? Because I thought we ended with the Night King walking up.
Yeah, exactly. They were like right outside the door, and they were like,
right there,
he's
and
fucking
then
here.
Now
He was playing games with them.
and now we're all just staring at nothing.
But I do understand more. Like I think I get it a lot more once I actually saw it in action.
Exactly.
It definitely made more sense.
Yeah, that's why about halfway through the episode, it's like, oh man, like
when they ran at the first horde, I kind of
you get the tension build up, and then when the Dothraki do their thing,
they very quickly built it up and then just cut that shit out like immediately. It was like, oh man, there was like they were charging and there was epic music playing, and then like. Literally, the fire died out.
Well, I like how the beginning of the episode really laid the tone for the whole episode. The first 10 minutes right before they get into battle, it's a lot of staring, it's a lot, but at the same time, I think so the episode before, right, the end of it, they're all right remembering the good times. They're kind of coming to that point of acceptance of tomorrow may be the end, and now it's the next morning.
Yeah.
Imagine waking up to that. You know what I mean? Knowing that, and they don't even know really what it was.
Yeah, that's very true.
I think that there was a lot of like, holy shit, what did I sign up for here? On that first battle with the Horde. And,
yeah. I think they spaced out the really important action really well. Like every time the White Walkers were coming in, and they were coming in at the very beginning. They came in in a literal wave of just things coming at you, and then later on they came in over the wall, and then they got through each checkpoint. Each time they did that, it still felt good. It wasn't like
it's because how they do it. You never really see them. They don't. The screen's it's not on the Horde very long. Yeah. It's always like a really quick shot of the Horde and then how people are reacting. Yeah. And like when the Dothraki get overwhelmed, you only see like faces. Right. Pretty much just coming out of the darkness, and then it's cuts to Daenerys and Jon looking at the torches going out. Yeah. And that really long shot they have of just where it's it sits there for maybe 30 seconds of all the lights going out.
Yeah,
and you just sit there and wait.
Oh,
man, I think that was. I felt like that was a little bit longer than 30 seconds though. I felt like that was like a minute. It was like a minute or two. Like it was really. It really drew that out.
It would be interesting to go look and see how long, because just how well they did it, it draws that tension out and it makes it hurt. It makes it hurt.
Well, especially too when you realize that, like, okay, that's just like they just stampeded over those people.
Oh yeah,
and like here and like
over the Dothraki.
Yeah, they just fucking destroyed, which sucks. It was so sad. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Dothraki horde.
Yep.
That's the first death, I guess. Dothraki horde.
Yeah.
That's definitely the first death. As a whole, they were at least one person.
And Ghost with them, because Ghost ran out there and he didn't come back. Jorah ran out there. He came back.
Yep. I am surprised he came back. Specifically because he was closer to the front lines. Like, I mean, okay, well, we won't get too far into it. He still dies anyway, but yeah. Anyways, I thought he was going to die at the very beginning.
Yeah. Well, they were talking in the crypt. That was one of my my first favorite part that I wrote down was jump attack. I noticed when the when the battle's going on with the Dothraki after they got wiped out, and then the army came in, or the White Walker horde came in and attacked Brienne and Tormund and all of them. That were for some reason standing out in the open behind the trebuchets. Yeah, that's a good place for the trebuchets, is in front of the armies. But every soldier that they showed getting it grabbed by somebody, or every time a main character was grabbed by a zombie dude, they were like jumping and grabbing them. But like realistically, what are you jumping off of every single time? So I like to think that these White Walkers are just getting 4 feet away and then jumping. And it's super effective. It got them 100% of the time.
It got them every time.
So I love it. Jump attack!
Jump attack, that's really good.
Jump attack.
So good. After that initial, after the initial first wave and then the actual battle commenced, I really had a feeling of like existential dread. I mean, we all at the same time, we were all like, they're fucked. It's over.
I was definitely
the game of over.
It was
game of dead.
It was literally a wave of White Walkers. It
Game
was
of bones.
Like a thing, one giant thing coming towards you, not just a bunch of million.
Well,
things.
it felt like interesting too because this is kind of like this is literally the first thing I said to you is I'm like, them bitches are gonna be climbing on each other like World War Z style.
Yeah, but it was scarier. It was much scarier. Than
it was scarier because like they were just like on top of each other already while they were running in the horde. It was like 2 lines of them stacked on top of each other. Like they were
because when
climbing on the other one's shoulders, running at the same speed.
When the Dothraki got to them, they were over their heads. That's what freaked them out. Like you go back and look, they were like looking up, going, "Oh fuck!"
And here's the thing: it makes sense why, because if they're all controlled, if they're all powered essentially by
the hive mind
Night King, it's the hive mind mentality. Like they can do that.
That's why it's scarier than zombies. Like it's the scarier World War Z shit.
Yeah.
And then I think there was definitely that just initial goddamn just so much, and then finally when they were able to break it up and shoot the fire barrier, I was like, fuck yeah, this will hold them off for like...
Wait, because before the fire barrier happened, that mumbo jumbo happened.
Dragoons.
The dragons were flying around, right? But the Night King, the fog came in.
Yeah.
Oh, that was frustrating.
I had that listed down as another part that I do not like.
I did not like that part at all.
Black magic fuckery. I put that with my dumb strats. Black magic fuckery and dumb strats. They are the reason, is the plot reasons for dumb shit. Like, why you have your trebuchets on this side of the wall? Why you send your Dothraki people to charge? Why, it was stupid things that they only did for plot that kind of bugged me.
Oh yeah.
It looked cool, and I definitely loved it, and it was for attention building stuff.
Yeah, but literally, if you just think about it, for a couple seconds. You're like, ah.
But also the thing that I put in there is that black magic fuckery, because we ain't never done no spell like that before, and now all of a sudden you got some big ass fog that fucks with dragons.
Yeah, I guess like
it caused a blizzard.
It didn't really make sense. I was like, where the fuck did that come from?
If they had established
well, here's the thing: is they
else,
didn't even establish anything where it came from. Like literally, it just showed up.
That's what I'm saying.
And you didn't see the Night King, or you didn't see one of his fucking henchmen like doing some crazy fucking like mumbo jumbo.
Give us
magic. Give me that.
Give us.
Make me understand why it's like that. Not just don't fucking do it for no reason.
30 less seconds of staring in the beginning, and and then 30 seconds of the Night's King squad, like his little boy squad, in like a circle doing some kind of fucking, ritual, and then the fucking shit comes
or
and
something.
Cool, I like that.
I think they were just putting it as a like, oh, this is implied.
It just
like,
but it just showed up and fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. It's just here it
dragons,
is,
and then like
you know why it is
about the fire barrier, and that's why I wanted to bring it out.
Yeah. So the fire barrier. That was cool for a second, but like literally, I have this line here when
Well, they tried to light the fire barrier.
They light So first they tried to light the fire barrier and they couldn't, and it makes sense because it's literally fucking snowing and it's freezing and everything's
black magic fuckery.
Black magic fuckery, and
but it doesn't matter because
it's also winter.
Well,
and you are at Winterfell. It's so cold.
Still, I'm sure they had it like lit. They had it covered with oil and shit like that.
Something like that. Yeah. But black magic fuckery. Anyways,
they showed firing the fire arrows into the thing to be like,
Arya hit it.
Here we go. This is the thing.
Arya's gonna get that shit.
Yeah,
and it didn't work.
Yeah,
right. And then Melisandre comes up and she's like,
I got my red magic fuckery.
Yeah, for sure. And that was really cool. She was
the second time
almost fails.
She was coming through. She was coming through tonight for sure. I liked it.
Melisandre did a thing.
And so finally they got that, and it was like really cool, awesome. You guys are gonna have like a second to chill. Yeah. And then then they finally realized that they could just fucking like put the fire out by killing themselves, and so they would, or they just like but they would make a bridge, right? Okay. When they go man the walls, that pissed me off so much. Like, what? What do you mean man the walls?
I was like,
your whole entire fucking army has almost been depleted. We should have already manned the fucking walls.
They took a fucking
They're
coffee
chilling
break,
out there.
We need to get a camera on us.
Smoke them if you got them. What the fuck you chilling out for? Man the walls.
They took a break.
Fuck off.
They sat down. They're like, "Woo, good thing we're inside."
I get it, but
I guess.
But shit.
Sure.
They had said everything's going down, and Lyanna Mormont yells, "Man the walls!" and it's just quiet for a second, and I'm just like, shouldn't they have done that a long time ago?
You mean the thing that you should have already planned out, like, before?
They're like right outside.
But also, like we were saying before, they even started killing themselves the whole time. Fire arrows! Why are you not firing dumb straps?
They're spooky scary because they're standing there.
Spooky scary. Okay, why is Jon not on the walls? Why is he not on the walls?
Yeah.
Him being on the back of a dragon accomplishes absolutely nothing.
I don't know why. I was wondering that.
You can have the dragon fire his fire breath, and then Jon swing his sword on the walls, and then two people are killing dragons.
You know what? Now that I think about it, he didn't do that much.
He didn't. Towards the end,
towards the end, he did.
He yelled at a dragon. Okay, yeah.
He yelled at.
You're right.
He did yell at a dragon.
He fucking bitched that dragon out.
It killed it. As far as he knows. Yeah. As far as he knows, he yelled it to
He
death.
believes that until he's fucking king.
Right to the Iron Throne.
Yeah. He believes that for the end of time.
He did yell at it.
Truly, if you can think of something that he did, please tell me. I want to know.
He killed
He killed a few.
He killed White Walkers.
Much less than he could have. Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
But I like to think that because when that was going down in the castle in Winterfell and he was running around and getting constantly harassed by the dragon, by that bad dragon.
Yeah.
Like I could tell, like like, you were getting frustrated.
I know.
You were like, Jesus fucking Christ, everywhere
man.
John turns this fucking dragon trying to roast him.
Every single turn that he made was just,
Well,
all
okay.
right, dragon.
Okay, no, I want to highlight this right here because there was like there was a point when they finally broke through the walls and they really started getting everywhere.
Yeah.
Like everywhere inside Winterfell, that literally I had that feeling of existential dread.
Yeah, that was
fucking dread.
So,
literally everybody's
two
just
points.
fucking dying, and it put me in my mood was getting kind of pissy. After they squished Lyanna.
Yeah.
It was
Like, it was cool that she...
I was laughing at that one part where when the giant came in, but then when she actually died, I was like, oh shit.
Oh man.
Well, like...
Just because when that happened, I was like, oh, she's so fucked.
So yeah, the first moment that, like, I was actually having anxiety problems was the Dothraki horde just getting wiped out, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
You're fucked. You're so... And then, like... Oh, and then how they shot it was scary as fuck.
Yeah.
And then also it's like after Lyanna's killed, after the walls are overrun, and you're basically following like Arya running through, and then it cuts to other people running through, and it's real frantic. I was not feeling good.
Well, and then they
I'm
finally
not having a good time.
Yeah, and then they finally got to Brand's room, and pretty much everyone died.
Well,
yeah.
Before that, well, like I don't know before that, but at some point, one of the last least favorite thing I have was the dumb Dragon Ball Z shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And this is, I think, once that happened, I was like, I don't know how you're gonna win, and I'm fucked.
Oh yeah.
And it was when, Daenerys lands in front of the Night King with a dragon, and she waits for like 10 seconds, and we're all screaming,
Or like,
"Burn the fucker! Why are you looking at him?
You have a dragon!
Do the thing, Julie!" And she does.
Yeah, she
and
does.
it doesn't fucking work.
And we all called it at the same time because it was way too early.
Yep.
There was only like 45 minutes into maybe an hour. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
So maybe like an hour into it, right? And I was like, it
45.
still feels way too early for them to just. And it seemed way too simple.
Oh yeah.
Knock him off his dragon.
There was no way he was gonna die there.
I'm interested to get on Reddit and learn why he did not. Why he was immune to fire.
I think it's just that same kind of like he's ice and there's fire and he has more ice because he's powerful. And then it doesn't work.
You know what? I think that's exactly what the writers did.
It's like
probably
and everyone went sure.
Yeah. Even I was like, I don't like it, but like, all right, I understand it.
Well,
like, all right.
well,
it's like an elemental matrix.
We had said
moves so
we had said
fast
right before
that it moves so fast that it's fucking slow.
we had said right before that we were like, they had said that was one thing they established because they asked Bran, does Dragonfire kill them? And he's like, I don't know, no one's ever tried.
Yeah.
So that was something they established.
That's true. They did
no,
foreshadow.
we do not know if that's going to work.
Yeah.
And so that's why
true.
when it was kind of like, oh shit, he's gonna get roasted. I was like, oh fuck, man.
Yeah.
That we don't. It's probably not gonna. And maybe if it was at the end of the episode, I might think, like you're saying, it's too early.
Yeah,
if it was the end of the episode, I might think it's gonna work.
Yeah, and it was still like too simple for them to just a dragon breathes on him and then he dies. Like, that's just not gonna happen. You gotta make it cool.
So, I was interested to see that the Hound did not die.
Or kill.
Yeah.
Anything. Pussy.
Yeah, that he did.
I think he killed some things.
He definitely killed a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah.
But he also got really bitchy halfway through it. Like he was like, "It's all over," and like, I get
halfway
it.
through.
I fucking get it.
It does make sense.
He was bitchy from the beginning. It was halfway through that he turned around because that's when Beric was like, "Yo, Arya."
Yeah.
Get your shit together. She doesn't. He was like, "Oh, you think we're all gonna die? What does she have to say about that shit?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh fuck, look at her being a badass. I gotta go help her."
Yeah, for sure.
Which is like, oh fuck, man, Hound, you're pretty fucking cool.
Which I thought, yeah, that was something. My theory from last week was not correct. That their pact was going to be so like sealed in blood, essentially, by one of them dying. But one of them, they did try. I think the Hound originally helped her when they kicked. She was in the library or just leaving, and they kicked out the door, and then he came and saved her from there, and then he also helped her. Obviously, fight throughout the thing. Which I thought
while they were running with Barrack, and that's where we lost old Barrack Dondarrion. Died 9 times, or died 8 times, 10 times.
A lot.
He got brought back to life 9 times. How many times that means you?
Who?
Barrack.
That means you died 9 times?
Or died 10 times. And or died 8 and got brought back.
Well,
9.
now he died 10.
Now he died 10. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, just so... I guess that should have been a sign. The Lord of Light brought him back so many times to save Arya.
Yeah.
Why would you need to save Arya?
Yeah.
So she
could kill
the priest even said, like, that was his time. There he goes. Like, that was the time. Right when at the very end when he dies, like, there's his time. There he goes.
The Hound, one of my favorite lines. Be a real shame to be brought back to life 9 times just for me to toss you off the wall.
Good one.
And
but he got stabbed. So that was one thing.
He was
dude, a lot of people got fucked up, dude. Brienne got stabbed quite a few times.
They Boromired the shit out of this. Now, and Lord of the Rings came out and people were like, Boromir took 3 arrows. You can't take 3 arrows and still be standing.
Game of Thrones was like, hold my fucking beer.
Yeah, hold my beer. I'm going to stab you 6 times and you're still going to be killing motherfuckers. But hey, you know why? Because your Khaleesi's behind you, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to stab or Arya, man. I take a whole bunch of fucking daggers to stab Arya. Yeah, because she's on my Iron Throne.
Yeah, I thought he would have died when he was holding back. Like, he spread his arms out and was like, all right, this is where he gets run over. Like, at least he dies like a badass. And then he somehow made it out. I was like, oh, shit, all right, cool, I think.
Just to get, stabbed a couple more times. And
then do a slow death. And it's like, oh.
See, and my prediction that Theon was going to die, though, did come true. I was happy about that. Well, in a sense. I wasn't happy that he died. I was happy I was right. How selfish am I?
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking terrible.
Awful.
But, no, I mean, but the way he died even makes sense. I called that, too, where it was he was fighting now for the Starks, and literally that's, like, he got the last approval.
Yeah.
Like, the final, like, hey, you're a good fucking dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess he's not.
I'm gonna be bummed because I wish he could have survived that because he kicked so. I was saying right before he died, I was like, man, this guy's kicking ass.
He was killing.
I mean,
destroying shit.
He got fucked up at the very end.
No, he didn't. I mean, like, think about. Yeah, the Night King killed him one hit. But it's the fucking Night. It's the king of the White Walkers.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're gonna be killed by somebody. Get killed by him. But how many of those? He ran out of arrows. That's how many he killed. Then he picked up a spear and he fought those until he could not stand. And he was the last one standing.
He was gonna die.
Yeah, and then he just
that's why
fucking.
He knew.
He did it like a badass. It's like, fuck, man. I want.
Look, I'm not happy that he died,
right?
But the way he went out, fulfilled what I think was like a huge.
It's the best story arc, I think. One of the best.
Yeah, Theon's was definitely. Man, I went through so many.
Could you go to hating him?
Yeah. I went from really liking him to like really hating him, and then like
shitty things are happening, but you don't care.
Yeah. And then ooh, like that whole time when he's with fucking Ramsay.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was really hard to watch, and it sucked, but at the same time, I was like,
you kind of get what you deserve.
Yeah. It's a little funny.
And then afterwards, you're like, fuck, man, you didn't deserve any of that. You poor confused boy.
You're all right.
You poor little boy. You just need a hug. But you're dead.
Nah, you're dead.
Yep. But, yeah. So all in all, and then finally just the whole ending in general.
Well, that just leads up to my fucking favorite part. Arya, being the badass that she is, does her thing that she does.
When did you know what was going to happen? When did you figure out what was going to happen?
I knew something was going to happen because he was taking a long ass time to do it. I'm like, you're making this too epic to fucking not let something happen here. But I did not expect Arya at all. They did a really good job of that.
Yeah, and I think we talked about that a little before we started recording, where just the first thought I had was first I was like, fuck yeah, here she is coming to kick some ass, and she did. And then like everything stopped, and we were really happy. And then it hit me like, okay, where did she come from? And then you mentioned, hey, remember this scene where she met up with Melisandre?
Yeah.
And then she dipped out, and then she just started running away with.
What
it was
do we
like
say to the god of death?
Yeah.
And who would be the god of death?
Yeah.
It's the Night King.
Yeah.
He's death. Everyone was saying like, this guy's death.
Yeah.
It is death.
I didn't know what she was gonna go do.
And she was like, not today.
Yeah.
And she fucking went and murdered him.
She fucking did the best thing out of that entire episode, at least to me. That shit was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good.
So I had forgot that she ran away from all that, and I wasn't even thinking about that at the time. I was caught up. I was feeling very anxious. I was even saying like, they're not gonna actually kill Bran. Like, remember?
But not that guy.
I was like, they're actually killing Bran because the Night King's walking up, and he's taking his time, but it's like. Whatever.
But that also feels like Hollywood schematics.
Exactly.
Schematics,
it's going to happen. And,
schematics.
And I thought maybe Bran had some weird war shit that he had done.
I was wondering about that too. I was like,
what were you doing when your
thing of crows come in and kill all of them? I don't know. Anything.
Yeah, all his crows did were fly past the Night King,
him.
And then
wave hello, and then like go back.
That was
Take off your shoes, please.
So I think he was doing some other shit. But, so I had forgotten about Arya, and then they had one of the Night King squad, who, let me tell you, Night King squad, they're my favorite boys. Those guys are the fucking coolest. They do all the cool shit, right, guys?
Sure.
Remember that one time they
the time they stood there.
What about
they
the one
stood there?
No, one of them handed a spear to the Night King.
Oh, that shit was like the best part of that episode.
Yo, realistically, they're just like those guys, just a pack of groupies.
They're the Knights of Ren. They're the Knights of Ren from Star Wars. They're just like, hey, Kylo Ren's boy toy squad. Like, it's just the same thing for him. But one of them.
Well, I mean, and I think it's interesting too because I think one thing that we talked a lot about was like how prideful the. So okay.
Right. Oh yeah, he has a fucking entourage.
He has
an entourage.
He's super prideful. Like he loves himself. He's super confident, right? And
all this stuff.
He's so confident that he has to have six henchmen because they all are powered by him. He has to have 6 people who are like, check it out. What's up?
So confident that we were saying
he has his own entourage.
The zombies aren't running. They're not running at Jon when he's surrounded by. It's like 6 of them are walking at a time. Why? They're all hive-minded to the Night King. It's because he's playing with Jon. He's so full of himself that he just fucks around with him.
Yeah.
But during when they're walking around at the Godswood and you know stick up his ass Night King full of himself. Is doing his little walk. I'm not gonna lie. I would be doing the same thing. You're kicking a lot of ass.
Yes.
You walk up to Bran like you could see the future, and I still won, bro.
Yeah. Oh, get fucked.
But then you should have been thinking about that. You should have actually been like, "Ooh, wait a second, hold up. How about a henchman go do this?"
Yeah.
But one of the Night King squad, like they cut to him going like, "What?" and it's just like for a couple frames of him going like, "Hey, what the fuck is that?" He hears something.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, wait, something's going on." I didn't think it was Arya. Even then, I was like, "Oh, flock of crows, massive flock of crows. That'd be dumb,
there
but okay."
Yeah.
But no, it was Arya.
Motherfucking hero of the entire world, Arya.
Hero of the entire world.
Yeah.
Hero of the world.
Yeah. And not only that, but
Take
just
notes, people.
so when she dropped that fucking dagger, I was like,
So when did you? Okay, so did you realize that was what was going to happen? The dragger drop.
Only when she,
drop. Yeah.
I did not
Dagger
expect
drop.
that. Only when she dropped it, I was like, maybe.
As soon as he grabbed her and she was holding it,
Yeah.
I was like, flashback to Brienne, because that's exactly what she did with Brienne. And
Yeah,
she beat
yeah.
Brienne with that.
Exactly.
And I was like, she's gonna drop it, and then she I was
Yeah.
like,
Which is why,
so good.
as soon as she dropped it, I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
hold on.
It's like as soon as she dropped it, you're like, we won.
Yeah.
like, okay.
But up until the point where he had her neck and her arm, I was like, oh shit, man! Oh damn it! Oh come on, let her live.
So I
Yeah,
think
did they should do that.
when that happened and everybody started exploding and dying, or not, just being dispowered or whatever. I just loved it because we were all like literally cheering and hooting and hollering.
Jesus.
I
and,
almost
like,
hugged Alex. I almost grabbed him and
like-
hugged him.
I would have accepted it.
And here's the
gracefully.
thing: is that literally up until that point, I didn't know. I still didn't know what was gonna happen. I really didn't. And
No, absolutely.
and here's
not.
the thing: is
and we were feeling real shitty about the whole episode.
so I love to watch some people, which is really interesting because I'm literally doing a podcast where I'm talking about another show and diving deep into it. But when I watch
You're listening,
shows,
you double weirdo.
yeah, oh, shit. But I like to watch like TV episodes, and I like to try to, or just shows in general, and try to remain naive because I want that like thrill. I want that fucking entertainment, and I want to be surprised. And so oftentimes I don't try to necessarily figure out what's gonna happen when I'm watching it. I just like it to happen, you know. But that shit was it was a lot of fun.
I do try to analyze just naturally, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help when it's done real well. You know, and a lot of times TV shows are real predictable. And some previous episodes in some story arcs of Game of Thrones have been predictable.
Yeah.
Not this. My predictions, we had talked about death predictions. None of my shit came true. Like I was wrong about everything, and I wasn't expecting Arya until the second she showed up.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting. I was expecting Beric to not make it. Jorah's kind of not surprising.
Yeah.
I think
The dragon is a little surprising. I didn't. Maybe some people would have expected that. You were saying you had thought about the dragon. I wasn't expecting the dragon. To die. Which is also, we didn't talk about that dragon. Stupid dragon death. Stupid dragon death.
Yeah.
it was
Outside.
man. It still sucked.
Because when that scene started and the dragon lands and all the zombies are running from behind, I was like, oh, okay, swipe the tail.
Yeah.
You just killed 12 zombies.
You know, be a dragon.
None of that happened.
Yeah.
Dragon just gets covered in dead people.
Literally just gets covered, and at no point does the dragon just freak out and fly away. He's until he's completely covered.
No.
It can't because his wings they went straight for his wings.
No, actually, it wasn't any of that. It was because Daenerys was on him.
Oh.
You can't fly off and shake all of them off if Daenerys is also on you.
That's very true.
So as soon as she fell off, he flew off and tried to get them off. But even then, I think he like fell down and it was too late. But like still, like the second, like she looked back and saw that there were like 4, and we were all like, "Oh, get out of there, bitch!" And she didn't have that reaction. She should have in her head said, "Get out of there, bitch."
Yeah. She was not fast on the trigger. But
We're all better dragon riders, and
clearly, just from analyzing.
just we're couch dragon riders.
Yeah.
Well,
Heading to the throne.
yeah,
Who do you think's heading
I
to the
think
throne?
I'm just gonna say right now, Arya should definitely be on there, because she saved the world. So there you go. Fuck you.
I like your
That's all I need.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't need this long-winded fucking explanation. She saved the world. Fuck you guys.
So
She don't want to be.
I'm really interested to see.
True.
Okay, so the preview for the next episode, they had another meeting with everybody in the same room, right? And they had mentioned that they were going to. Like, hey, we have one more war to win or whatever, you know, and they're all together.
We won the.
I'm interested to see
whatever war. No, the last
what
one.
drama is going to happen now that the Army of Dead has been completely vanquished.
Yeah.
Now, what is going to happen between Daenerys and Jon? Because Jon, at this point, he knows and she knows that he is the rightful king.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to actually start because this is.
And then Sansa she's just doing her thing.
Well, no,
whatever she's doing.
Sansa's supporting Jon, but I think, and if she finds out that he's the rightful heir, she's going to say, "No, fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
You're the rightful heir. What do you mean any of this? Fuck, you're my cousin, and you should be king. And you're not king of the North. You're king of the fucking Seven Realms. But." On top of that, that's why I think he's the one heading to the throne because it's his dragon that survived.
You also made another good point of that.
So,
be
the moment
is it his dragon though, or is it still Daenerys' dragon?
Daenerys is the dragon's mom. You can't change that, and they have the dragon curling around her while she's mourning Jorah. But he's the rider and the elder Targaryen. He would be the elder Targaryen blood, and if the dragon, if there's that pack mentality and who's alpha, the dragon would. He can tell who's a Targaryen.
Right,
That's why I still think Tyrion's a Targaryen, but because he was able to not be killed when he let them out.
Okay.
And also,
I guess,
not confirmed who his dad is. Nobody knows who his dad is. And his mom was raped by a Targaryen.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of shit about how Tyrion might be a Targaryen.
Okay.
His dad said he's not his son.
I'll take it then.
But, the dragon could know that that's the true alpha Targaryen.
I definitely like the theory. I mean, it sounds good. I think
she got two of them killed.
Honestly, I don't really have a strong theory on who's going. Because here's the thing: is as much as Jon Snow is the rightful king, he doesn't even fucking want it, and so I don't want him to be king. I'm gonna say it. Because he literally, he complains all the time about being king and how he doesn't want to be king anymore. And then he finds out that he really is the king and he's the big boy king, right? And here's the thing. He may be king and he may go to but at the same time, I don't know.
I'd rather have him than anybody else.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about who... I want to see what happens next episode before I make any.
I know what you
claims.
Want, Alex, and I want the same thing. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I don't give a fuck. They're Targaryens. It's weird. Jon and Daenerys get married. Do not give a shit.
Yeah.
They're both king and queen.
Yeah.
Boom, done.
That's pretty much what I want.
Well, I mean,
and then you have Tyrion and Varys on council, and fucking Sansa's there.
Got them as bridesmaids.
Sansa's warden.
See, I like that. I do like that idea, but. It seems too easy.
Yeah, but
there's going to be some shit that's going to happen.
Relationship.
It's good
because
Arya,
my ship is
sailing.
Really?
Okay, here's what. So you want Arya as king because she ain't no queen.
Yeah,
right? She's
king. Exactly.
So how exactly would that happen? Do you think?
I think instead she's king or she's captain of the Knight's Guard. Or the King's Guard. She's captain of the King's Guard.
I can see that. Yeah.
Right, but she fucks off with that Valicella bullshit. Ain't about that.
I do not see Arya going off on her own again.
Right. She likes King's Landing too. Yeah. She fucked around there a lot.
Yeah.
A whole bunch.
I think that she's been all over the place. She's done.
With her family.
She's done a lot of fucking stuff, and hands down one of
God damn.
I think honestly, I feel like she is my favorite character.
So wait,
she has to be my favorite character.
I still think Tyrion is my favorite.
Yeah,
but she's my second favorite. And God damn,
she's definitely my favorite. She's awesome.
This episode made it a lot. Yeah,
a lot clearer.
Like, damn it.
And now that she's survived this episode, I think there's a much higher chance of her surviving the entire show.
Yes,
I think there's a much higher chance.
Well, I still think her plan is to fucking kill.
No, I think she's done with it.
Cersei.
I think she's done with her list.
She hasn't mentioned it.
Cersei was still on her list, though.
I do believe that, though. I
think was still on her list.
Yes, absolutely.
I think she's picking and choosing now.
Well,
I don't think it's like a list.
I think if the opportunity.
Well, no, she's always had a list.
Well, yeah, but the Hound was on the list too. And then,
well, no, but
she thought that she killed him and crossed his ass out.
She also was saying his name on the list while she was sleeping, right? At the same campfire as him. So that's a little separate. But I think definitely if they went to King's Landing, she would go after Cersei.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely, 100%. Like.
But there's also still a whole army in between them.
That didn't stop her from the Night King.
God damn, you're right.
Legitimately.
Very few things that stop her.
There's no argument.
Yeah, no, I know. I feel ashamed of myself. She's my favorite character, and I'm like almost rooting against her. I'm like, she's not that rad. No, she is that fucking rad.
Actually,
she is. Get your shit together.
She actually knows the ins and outs of all the alleys of King's Landing, so she can get in the city. It doesn't matter if there's a siege going on. She's breaking into the city. She's killing Cersei while the battle's going on.
She can put on a different face.
She can put on a different face. All of a sudden, she looks like that fucking Meister bullshit because she slit his throat.
Yeah.
If anyone can do it, it is 100% Arya, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, now she can literally do anything. She has the most kills. She killed the dragon. She killed an entire army.
Yeah,
her Night King squad and Night King.
She killed an entire army.
Dude, her KD ratio is like fucking
out of this world.
1,000,001, 1,000,000
1,000,000. She's doing all right now.
Keep in mind, she didn't know that would kill the army.
She did it without even knowing it.
No, she just did it because this is like a one last fuck you.
Oh yeah. Well, mine sounds cooler though, so let that happen.
It was just a like, I'm gonna kill the guy in charge because we're about to lose.
Yeah.
And then it just so happened to kill. Unless
you look at that
off camera, John told everybody.
They did know though.
Oh, you know what?
They did know that they could take over. That they could.
Yeah, I think they had established.
Yeah, that's already established. That's why they needed to get him alone.
Oh yeah.
Because they mentioned
Okay.
last week. Or at least implied
Arya's
it
still
heavily.
Cool.
All right.
No, Arya's still
the best.
You're trying to make her less cool.
No. No. I love her to death. She's so badass.
She's the best.
She killed them all. She killed everything.
She saved the world.
So
Arya, saver of the world. Put that on her fucking title.
Did you think that they would be defeating the White Walkers this episode?
No, I didn't.
I thought it was gonna be 2 episodes too. You
thought it was going to be 2?
So I thought
we were closer to your original prediction about him like going after King's Landing also.
Yeah, and then he kind of showed up.
I thought it might not be till the end of the season that I thought he was the big baddie. No. He's not. It's Cersei.
We found out the real.
But that doesn't surprise me though, because literally Cersei pretty much said, "I'm gonna wait till they're weak." And then attack.
But I mean, I was hoping.
Oh God, if Cersei.
I don't know. I don't know what I was hoping for.
Personally, I thought
this is great.
I thought that they were going to be already moving towards them, and like literally as soon as they got done with this battle, Cersei was going to be right behind, like, "Hey, what up?"
Right, but like they were saying, he's looking for Bran, and I guess Bran can see the future, so he knows that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when you have Bran. Do you really need anything else?
It's like...
Well, I guess now you need an army.
Now you need people. You only need Arya.
You only need Arya.
Truly.
And Theon to buy time.
Well, we lost
Hodored him.
He did.
He told him.
Hey, guys. speaking of Hodoring, we need to talk about a character who Hodored the shit out of that door.
Oh.
Guy who made the cross.
Barrick done
Barrick?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Got stabbed a shitload.
He just fucking crossed that shit and was like, come on.
But then
Take
that
it.
was like...
They still made it out,
That
though.
was like Alex was saying, he did that weird shit.
Yeah.
Or he did that, and then all of a sudden he got out.
Yeah.
What,
I was
what?
very surprised by that.
I thought you were holding the door.
Yeah.
You Hodored, but then you got away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, super impressive, but
And
like...
then died a little bit later.
Yeah, I feel like you could have just died
You could have just stayed there.
doing the good thing.
You should have just stayed there.
I was, you know what?
I felt like that was what was implied at first.
Put that on the list of like things I didn't like about this
Yeah.
episode.
No, but I do want to say that like, Bran specifically said everything that Theon did led him to be at this moment,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which means that he was, and it was kind of meant as like a forgiveness thing, where it's like you're here, you're home, is
Yeah.
what he said, which was where Bran was like, okay, you're home, feel good about dying,
Yeah.
but what it meant was you had no free will. You were always supposed to betray Rob. You were always supposed to come back. You were always supposed to be Reek. None of that was ever.
This is an
Your
excellent
None
show.
of it was ever
Same
you. It
as
was
Hodor.
supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Same as Hodor. Hodor's whole life was meant to hold that door.
Yeah.
So nothing that he did ever fucking mattered. Same with Theon. He never had any free will. It
Yeah.
was all to his entire
all gonna happen.
existence.
Yeah.
His entire existence was to buy time for Arya to show up.
To go die.
To go die. That's what he said. Everything you've done has brought you here at this moment
Yeah.
to die. We said it as a joke, but
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
that's actually what Bran meant. And he knew that. That's
yeah.
why he doesn't
He did
look at
know.
anybody anymore.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't smile. He knows the world.
He has no fucking...
He knows the world is fucked up.
Yeah.
And he knows he can't change it because it's already happened and it's happening and it's going to
Nothing's
happen.
gonna stop it.
Oh,
Nothing's
God.
going to stop. That's why he just sat there the whole time. The
The
Night King
worst
was coming.
superpower.
The whole time, all those people are dying around him. He just sits there because it's like, well, nothing.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, do something, Bran.
Yeah.
Well, nothing I do is going to
Doesn't fucking
change
matter.
it.
Yeah.
Doesn't fucking matter. Kill yourself.
So sad. You know the future. You do nothing.
You do nothing.
Oh man.
That's funny. All right.
What an
Well, I'm gonna say it. You know, if we're rating it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this bad boy a 10 out of 10.
I give it a 9 out of 10 because there were flaws. There were things that I didn't like.
Okay, that's
it's-
fair.
Arya saved the world, so it's a 9. It's a solid 9.
I'll give it a 9, and I can specifically say why. I feel like there were a couple deaths that that occurred that they could have lingered on a little longer to actually and maybe some things that they should have not had in there that were quick one-offs. Where like, wait, did that guy die? Like, is Jaime dead?
Yeah.
Oh, is Brienne dead? Oh no, she's still here. How is she still here? She just got bitten 3 times.
Yeah.
So there was like some weird confusion and just the battle scenes that I didn't really like, but 9 out of 10 because it wasn't that much. It was like a couple frames.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking on that very end part, I don't know what the fuck that was. I just don't know why they added that at all.
What?
Like the very end, where
wait. Well, let's get his rating and then we'll talk about the very.
So
very
I already
end.
gave mine.
Yeah.
I
and yours
look
is
like
9?
after hearing your 2, I will definitely recant mine. I'm gonna give it a 9.
There was just a
out of
little
10.
confusion.
There was a couple
Yeah.
of like the thing like the man the walls and just a
Yeah.
couple of small things like that.
It's-
You know.
Oh,
It's the
wait,
show.
My
There's-
absolute
there's a couple
favorite, my absolute favorite moment was when both the dragons flew up above the clouds, and Alex goes like, "We could stay here for years. No one would ever find us.
No one would ever find
No
us.
one would ever find us."
They just paused up there and looked at each other. I was like, cool, this is very reminiscent of something.
Oh man.
But yes,
still.
before we close out, we have to talk about the very end of the episode.
Yeah,
I almost
very
forgot
end.
because how
Very end.
that is why I would actually, I might bring it down to an
Considering
8.
an 8, yeah.
I'm
yeah.
considering an 8. I'll stay with 9 because you know what? It would be
Okay,
9.5
now
without the ending.
what is her significance? I mean, obviously she played a huge part in the battle.
She helped.
But I just don't. Why? Okay, what? How? Everybody at home, you know, if you watched it, we never gave a spoiler alert for the episode. But
well, somebody will have to do that before.
Record
Somebody.
I'll record
I wonder who.
We'll take care of it.
Fucking...
But
Hey, bud.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll record a spoiler after.
Yeah,
I don't understand why she died.
I don't know. She just walked out and
She
died,
killed
and then
herself.
credits roll. And I was like, "What? What happened?
Wait.
Why?"
Did she freeze?
Yeah.
I'm assuming
I guess
she was 100 and she was like 200 years old.
She was very old,
and she just walked out into the cold with no clothes on.
yeah.
She
Took off all her clothes and then.
Let's establish that she was only wearing a single layer of cloth.
Yeah.
But she is established previously that because people have been like, oh, you must be freezing, and she's like, oh, the light of the Lord keeps me warm.
Oh yeah.
And people have been like, they touch her and been like, oh, like she's really warm to touch. So okay. You kept warm, but it's probably that fucking that
she probably
whatever's
used the
around her neck,
the necklace,
the necklace that keeps her young. So she takes that off. No longer happening. Now you're 200 years old. You're freezing to death. But you could just keep that on.
Why?
You help.
Yeah.
You didn't do a lot of good. You got an entire Dothraki army killed. Actually, hold up.
And everyone knew about it beforehand.
Wait. Hold on, though.
And Davos,
regardless of if
Davos would have killed her. He would have killed her in the morning.
Yeah.
He straight up would have killed her.
That's totally true.
Because she killed that little girl.
Yeah. Maybe that's why she did it.
And he was going to kill her. He walked up to her and she said, "You don't have to execute me. I'm going to be dead by dawn."
Yeah.
And then she killed herself at dawn because she was like, "Oh, I thought I was gonna not make it, and I ended up making it."
Oh shit! And then she
also I killed a lot of Dothraki because they wouldn't have charged if I wouldn't have done that to their weapons.
You don't think so?
No, they were all freaked out.
Yeah,
you wouldn't charge if you were freaked out, but all of a sudden, oh shit, I got fire weapons. Oh shit, that was like some god shit. Oh fuck, man, God's on our side. Let's charge. Hell yeah, bro. Oh fuck, we're all dead.
I think the worst part about it is just watching all the fire die out slowly. So now all the people behind them now know, like, oh fuck, they got fucked up.
No, there was
like completely fucked up.
We were like watching that for maybe 30 seconds, and you were like, oh, this is not good. And then we had to watch it for another 30 seconds.
Another 30 seconds to a minute of just like watching what I thought was gonna happen. And
at all the different
it's
angles.
So slow too.
So slow. Oh, so sad.
And interesting though, none of the I was watching.
Yeah.
None of the flames were swinging like they were fighting.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I noticed that a lot of it just seemed like a lot of them went out, and it was just a bunch of like.
It was still like they were charging. Their flames were going straight up. Yeah, none of them were fighting.
Like they literally just got fucking run over and just destroyed. They didn't even get the chance to fucking fight.
Which means Jorah immediately went, "Nip."
Yeah. He ran in, saw that shit, and was like, cool, I'm not as cool as the Dothraki.
His horse isn't as fast. He's like, oh fuck, nope.
Ooh, good thing. Good thing I wasn't. Good thing my horse is not fast.
I think I'm wearing all this armor. I'm slow.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, it has been a very fun night.
It's been a roller coaster of emotions, guys.
Very crazy.
Arya for queen.
But and everybody, thank you so much for listening. You are absolutely amazing. You can email us at dungeonjunkies@gmail.com.
Sick.
Let us know what your favorite part of episode 3 was, and what parts did you were like, what?
Yeah.
Why did that happen?
Did you hate any of it?
Would
you give it a 10?
Worst episode ever.
Would you give it a 9? Let us know. And you can also check us out on DungeonJunkies.com. We have 3 more episodes left now.
Yep.
So
we're halfway through.
We're halfway through, and damn, it was one hell of a time.
It's a wild ride.
You can also check us out on Twitter at Dungeon Junkie. And anything else, guys?
The website.
Already spoke.
Twitter.
I already get that one.
All right. Adios.
I already did that.
I'm
one.
going through all the
God
stuff you
damn it.
said now.
All right, guys. We'll see you next
Goodbye.
week.
I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Fuck. Wait, what about the...